And here's Trump even saying that it's crazy that he has to even say that he's enacting policies like this and ending child mutilation. Watch.
And last week, I effectively banned the chemical castration and surgical mutilation of minor children. Can you believe I even have to say that? I banned governor, I banned, that's just like, who would ever think we have to even say that? Last week I banned. Every day we're ending the extremism of the last 4 years. We have other things that are just as ridiculous, not having to do with the subject, but just as ridiculous. Open borders where people are allowed to pour in from all over the world, from jails and prisons and mental institutions and insane asylums, people that are very sick, people that are very evil, killers, murderers. Many of them murdered more than one person. And we have to justify the fact that we're moving them out. We are moving them out in tremendous numbers. Tom Homan and Christie are doing a fantastic job, and the governor and other governors too. But that we have to even fight for this stuff is just incredible.
And he's right. While we should applaud these important executive orders being signed, we should also take a step back and be disgusted at the reality that the Democrats created. Democrats are advocating and celebrating children being surgically mutilated and given life-altering, permanent, sterilizing cross-sex hormones. It sounds like a sick experiment that you would hear taking place in Nazi Germany. And this is the hill that the Democrats have chosen to die on. Now listen to Trump list some of these instances of men breaking women's records. And tell me, how is this fair at all?
Men claiming to be girls have stolen more than 3,500 victories, that's a lot, and invaded more than 11,000 competitions designed for women. Last year, a male cyclist posing as a woman competed in the 800-mile Arizona Trail Race, a very big deal in cycling, and obliterated the women's course record by nearly 5.5 hours. Sounds like a lot, doesn't it, huh? 5.5 hours, but you have to hear the weightlifting records. You think that's bad. The weightlifting's worse. In 2023, a man in women's powerlifting broke 2 world records and outlifted his closest female opponent in one event by 440 pounds. And they continue to defend themselves.
Democrats have this cycle that they go through where it starts as a Republican conspiracy theory, and then it turns into, well, it's only happening just a little bit, and then it turns into, okay, it's happening quite a lot, but it's a good thing and you should support it. To give you a perfect example, they said, no children are receiving gender-affirming care and surgical mutilations, and then they'll say, okay, some children are, but it's really not that prevalent. It doesn't happen that often. And then they'll say, okay, we've been exposed. It happens all the time, but it's actually a good thing. Gender-affirming care for children is a great thing. But wait, I thought it didn't happen in the first place. And that's the exact same thing they did with men and women's sports. But a United Nations report came out that showed that over 900 medals have been won by men pretending to be women and taken away from regular women.